Yeah, I get here around 6:10, 6:15. Got to lift at 6:30.
Are you first here, or does someone beat you?
Nah, I'm here. Yeah.
Is that something you got to work out with Carson? So I know starting quarterbacks like to be the first person to go.
Yeah, I think the only person that used to beat me ton of time was Phil last year. Philip, yeah. I know. I'd see his truck. I'm like, damn. Yeah, he texted me this morning, and he was like, what time do you get here? And then he saw me in the weight room, and I told him what time. He was like, oh, okay. And I was like, that's a mental check. He's probably trying to get a couple minutes early before me. So now I got to change my time when I get here. Crazy.
DeForest, obviously a ton of history with this opponent on Sunday. Just the challenges of defending Russell.
Yeah, Russell, he's obviously one of the best quarterbacks, in this league. He's really good job with extending plays. I mean, he's one of the best at it. Look, when he's running and escaping the pocket, he's looking to, pass down the field. And obviously, when he doesn't see anything, I mean, he can tuck it and run. So we got to do a really good job, as a whole defense up front. Keeping him in the pocket, keeping the pressure on him, and also on the back end when he scrambles, being able to plaster, in coverage.
What's it mean to be captain?
It means a lot, man. I came in, I had a goal last year to really come in and gain the guys' trust and and the respect. And over the past year, I felt like I've been able to do that. And to be voted captain, I mean, it means a lot. Being able to have that C on my chest, I represent the guys. They look to me me as one of the selected few to lead the way, and it's a big honor, because it's all voted by your peers. And it's when Coach called me yesterday, it hit different because it's from the guys. So.
DeForest, we knew about the ankle injury you played through last year, but Frank said something the other day about playing with one arm. We noticed that you had like a cast on one of your arms.
It's crazy. Last year, the day before we put pads on a training camp, actually, I dislocated my fourth MCP joint or whatever, and it was sitting like this the entire year, and so I wasn't able to really grab or throw or any of that the entire year, so I had to adjust kind of little things on how I'm defending off of blockers and stuff like that, and shedding blocks and little things like that.
So you played with the glove for most of the year, but then later had the cast on, or?
No, I had the soft cast on the entire year.
Whole year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so it's a long season. This year it's even longer.
Yeah.
How important is it to get up on the right foot and get that open win?
Yeah, starting off 1-0 is everything. You know what I mean? It sets the tempo to the season. Last year, when we started off 0-1, all the guys had that bad taste in their mouth, and knowing that we definitely should have won that first game, and it determined the outcome of the season. You know what I mean? It determines who wins the division or who doesn't, little things like that. So, we got to do everything that we can to prepare for this week to start off 1-0.
Jim Wilson said earlier this week that the game is sold out on Sunday. From a player's perspective, how cool is that going to be to have a packed house and be able to go?
Yeah, I'm excited. I know all the guys are excited to have all the fans back this year. I know the crowd's going to be pumped up, especially being able to. Obviously from the past year, not being able to come out and really be in the stands like they wanted to, and I know the guys. Everybody's excited.
So the hand guy last year and coming into a new situation off the trade, had to kind of keep your emotions in check. Have you talked to Carson about that at all as he kind of deals with his first game here and trying to balance that, not being too amped up?
Yeah, well, we talked about my transition last year and his this year and little things like that. With the emotions on our first game, for my first game and his first game, from being traded and everything, we haven't really talked about that. So I'm sure we're going to talk about it a little bit this week.
So you weren't able to grip things with the right hand?
Yeah, I didn't have full strength or be able to really grip stuff with my hand and a little bit, be able to really shed blocks and stuff like that. And as a D lineman, obviously, yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I really didn't get better, because constantly punching and dealing with that from every down. So this offseason I had to get surgery on it, got it repaired, and I got some strength back and little things like that. So.
Do you have anything on the ankle?
No.
That's probably a game changer for you, though, to be able to have that functionality.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, especially as a D lineman, you know what I mean. You need your hands. Those are your weapons. So I'm being able to have some mobility and strength back is definitely a big one for me.
Last year,
yeah.
It would have been if you had
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
What was the pain level you were playing with them? Was there?
Yeah, I mean there was some pain, certain like you know, when you hit a certain way and you're jamming your hand and little things like that. So I mean I had some pain for sure throughout the season.
Chris said last week.
There's so much expectations for Quiddy Pay.
Mm-hmm.
What are your expectations like?
No, I mean as a rookie, I mean I just expect him to go out there and let it loose. You know what I mean? Obviously there's a lot of expectations. I've been through it, being a first-round pick, and having all that pressure on your back. But you know, as a group, as a D line, we want to limit that pressure for him and being able to give him the tools and allow him to really just play fast by limiting his thinking out there. And that's what he's been able to do this preseason and throughout camp. The first couple of days was with the speed of the game, the speed of practice, everything, especially when we put pads on or whatever, was a little fast for him. But then it kind of slowed down for him, as we could see. And he's really, really, really coming into his own. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do this season.
Will you talk to him at all about whatever you did in the preseason, the regular season? It is another level. Yeah,
definitely. Everybody knows that, and coaches talked to him about it. We've all mentioned it, to him and everybody, honestly. And I'm sure he's going to come out ready to play.
Chris mentioned last week he thinks you have Defensive Player of the Year potential. You got Aaron Donald, T.J. Watt, you got some big names. Do you think about that? Do you care about that?
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
You do?
Yeah, it's one of my personal goals. I've mentioned it before. You know what I mean? I definitely think I have the potential to obtain that goal and everything, and I just need to let it come together and bring it all to fruition.
Just have 5 healthy fingers.
Yeah.